muscle groups today, complementary muscle groups. So what are complementary muscle groups? They are muscles that work together, and so when you're doing one kind of exercise, like all of our push-ups today, when you're doing push-ups, your chest muscle is the primary muscle that's working, but your triceps are also working. That's the secondary muscle. So the main one is your chest muscle, secondary one is your tricep, but those are considered complementary because they go together, like a lot of the exercises that you do for your tricep, for your chest, are also good for your triceps. Other complementary muscle groups are your back and your biceps. So when you're doing rowing motions and stuff like this, when you're squeezing, your back muscles are the primary, but your biceps are also activated. So, yeah, so complementary muscle groups. And today we did a chest and tricep workout. Next week we are going to do back and biceps. So you'll have the complete set of these things. And we did some more of our quads in the leg part, but no abs. So next week we'll incorporate some more abs and some hamstring work along with our cardio in the back and biceps portion. But today back to our chest and triceps complementary muscle groups. So why is it good to do complementary muscle group training, and why is it bad, do they say, to do complementary muscle group training? Or not should I say why is it bad, I should say what is the disadvantage of doing complementary muscle group training, because the other, on the flip side of complementary, is opposing muscle groups, which we're going to do in a few weeks from now. We're doing a whole strength training series. So opposing muscle groups, just quickly, are ones that go against each other, like push-ups and pull-ups. Opposing, push and pull, push and pull. That's obvious, they're opposing. So complementary, they work together. So why is complementary muscle group training good for you? Well, by focusing on muscle groups that work together, like your chest and your triceps, you can go through and work all of those to fatigue on one day, like we did today, just going and banging out all of these chest and tricep exercises. And then when we go to work out tomorrow or the next day, you know, these muscles, the chest and the tricep muscles, are going to be way sore, and we're not going to be able to do them. But that leaves us able to do our back and our biceps, which are going to be totally healthy and fresh and ready, because those push-ups and the tricep exercises, they don't involve your back and your biceps. So the benefit of complementary muscle group training is that you can train one group of muscles very hard on one day, and then work out just as hard the next day, but using a different set of complementary muscle groups, and you'll be just fine. You will be able to complete your workout no problem. So again, chest and triceps are one complementary muscle group, back and biceps are another one. So if you're doing some kind of complementary muscle group training program, you might want to do on like Monday, chest and triceps and quadriceps. On Wednesday, do hamstrings and back and biceps. And on Friday, do some shoulders and some thighs or calves, something, or an extra abs. That would be like a complementary muscle group training program. So now what is the bad? What's the disadvantage? What's the disadvantage of complementary muscle group training? Well, they say that because your tricep, like I'll tell you, so the secondary muscle group, when you're doing these exercises, the secondary muscle group is already starting to work and it's getting tired. So if you're doing a lot of push-ups and your tricep is secretly working in the back, when you go to train that tricep by itself individually, it's not going to be as strong because it's already going to be worn out. So by using it in a secondary manner, you are already starting to exhaust the triceps. So when you go to pick up your weights and do one of these, you might only get through 10 or 12 repetitions with like a 5-pound weight. Whereas if you had done no push-ups earlier and your tricep was fresh and ready, perhaps you could do 20 of these no problem. Or you could use a 7-pound weight instead of a 5-pound weight and be able to do a greater amount of resistance, a greater amount of weight. So that's the argument against complementary muscle group training, is that your secondary muscle group is already worn out and you can't train that muscle to its full extent as if you were just training that muscle by itself. So yeah.